How do you import data into Infusionsoft? So let's say you're moving from a different CRM and you're importing data for the first time into Infusionsoft. So you go up to the main icon for main navigation, and under admin there's import data. Now they've built some little clever installations here, tools for importing from those things. If you use any of those systems, you can go right in and use those. We're just going to use it as if it's data that you've got in an Excel spreadsheet or CSV file, and we go from there. So you want to import contacts. Let's click go. Now here you can watch a video that shows you. You can download the sample CS file here, which shows you how to format your data and how it needs to be. It's quite useful to see that you've got the right headings. Might save you a bit of time depending on how much data you've got. I'm just going to go here straight away, browse to upload, and then I need to go and find the file. I've got here a sample imports file, which is CSV. I open that. There's only a couple of contacts in there, so of course this will be really quick. If you're importing 5,000 contacts, it takes a little longer for it to process the whole thing. Once I've selected my file, click next, and now you have to line up the headings that you've got in your CSV. If you didn't use their sample file, then you have to line up with what fields there are within Infusionsoft. So first name, last name, title, it is picked up. Email address, here I need to tell it that it is the email address. It's email. Street address 1 it was fine with, street address 2, town, billing city, and then I've gone for county, it wants that, so if we find billing again, remember you've got 3 different addresses, you've got your general address, billing address and shipping address. So it calls it state, I'll call it county for the UK, postcode, it'll probably call zip code. We go billing zip, yeah, or we can go postal code. Phone number for work, we just need to find phone work. Let's say if I want phone 2 to be work, phone number 2, I want phone number 1 to be mobile, because I use that for sending text messages, so phone 1. So I'm now happy with that, and we say next. And then it wants, I've uploaded some titles, I need to tell it which titles they are. So Mr. is Mr, Ms is Ms, obviously I left out the full stops. If I didn't, you wouldn't have this step. Click next. Now we have to say, do we plan to market to these contacts? And I say yes. So now you have to explain where these people came from. You can't just upload thousands of people and spam them. Infusionsoft doesn't allow that. So I'd say these people, my list, they attended an event and they signed up at my booth. And then which service provider have I been sending email through? Let's say, for example, I used MailChimp in the past. I used a single opt-in. How long have I been building the list? Let's say 1 to 2 years. Last time they've heard from me in the last 3 months, and I'll do 1 to 5 emails. Now these are all, I'm just doing this as examples. You need to put in whatever your numbers are there. And then they want you to put down a bit of an explanation as to where these people come from, just so that if you get spam complaints or anything, they've actually got a track and they can see, well, this is where they come from, and they can see that they are actually your list. So I will just say transferring existing list from MailChimp to Infusionsoft, and we say next. And now it just shows me an example, so I can see first name, title, email, last name, all these bits line up the way that I need them to. If you had 5,000, you could go through all of them, but that'll take you a couple of days. So it just shows you some samples of this is what it's going to do. And then we can say done, and it'll start importing. Of course, mine's really quick as the example because there's only 2 contacts. If you're importing a large number, you'll get a progress bar and it'll take a bit longer, but that is how you do that. And then it gives you the option, you can view the list or you can send an email broadcast, and you can save those settings so that they're the same for future use. If we just go and view the list, we then get our 2 contacts here, and we can go in and you'll then see the information for each of them, their addresses, phone numbers, email address, anything like that, and away you go.